Today on Shnuckatwo, top 10 ways to waste time in class. Number 1. Okay, I'm just kidding. But I like doing those types of super exaggerated intros. They're always very fun. Anyways, welcome back to another Shnuckatwo video. Today I'm going to be talking about how I wasted a lot of time in health class. So, health class is usually one of the most boring classes in high school. No matter where you go to school, I think that's a pretty well-known fact. I mean, you learn about nutrition, a lot of other interesting stuff, but overall, it's not that fun of a class, right? It might be important, but it's definitely not fun, and it's definitely quite boring. So, one day, I decided, why not try and make health class a bit more fun, you know? Make it less boring for the class and for myself. And also, potentially, even waste some time, so we don't have to listen to the teacher talk as much. Anyways, our health class is already pretty inefficient. Like, the teacher takes like 20 minutes taking attendance anyways, and like we barely even talk about anything during the entire class. But one of the reasons why it's so inefficient is something called the question of the day. And basically, when the teacher's taking attendance, the teacher will ask this question of the day to every single person. And when I say every single person, I mean every single person has to answer this question when their name gets called for attendance. And usually this process maybe takes like 5 minutes for everyone. Everyone gives like a 1-word, 2-word answer, a random answer. Usually it's something like, oh, what's your favorite animal? Or how was your day today? Or what makes you smile? Some random generic question, right? And so I thought it would be funny one day, right? I think this is probably one of the first days of health. I decided the question this day was something like, what is your favorite day of the week? I think something like that. And so what I did was I basically started answering the question and tried to talk as long as possible. And so I started with saying, I basically analyzed my whole week first. So I started with Monday. I'm like, Monday, I did this, blah, 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 blah. I think, I don't remember exactly what happened that Monday, but you get the idea. I went through my entire week in front of the whole class. Almost like a Shnuckatwo video. You know, Shnuckatwo gave me Shnuckatwo gave me very good practice for this, because I could, like, just keep on talking and talking about random stuff, right? That's what Shnuckatwo is. And so, yeah, I talked about my entire week in front of the class. And then I started talking about a walk I had on Friday and how I started contemplating the meaning of life on that walk. And then I went into the meaning of life and what I believe the meaning of life was. And so eventually the teacher cut me off, was like, thank you so much for your meaningful contribution to our conversation, or something like that. Yeah, I think I took up like at least 5 minutes probably. So I was pretty proud of myself. And yeah, that was the first day. Then the next day, I bet my friend. I'm like, before class I was like, okay, I bet that I can go above 4 minutes in talking today. And then my friend was like, no way. And so when it came my turn, today's question was, that day I think it was, what is your favorite animal? Yeah, what is your favorite animal? That was the question. And so, I didn't know the question beforehand, right? So, my prediction of me being able to talk 4 minutes was completely not based on this question. And so, my favorite animal, it seems like there's almost nothing to talk about. You talk about what your favorite animal is, why it's your favorite animal, and that's basically it, right? But if you think that, you are wrong. Any topic has so much you can talk about. And so, I talked about how my favorite animal was the human, maybe? I don't remember exactly. But what I do remember is I somehow turned Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I somehow turned the question into me just ranting about natural evolution and how nature was so beautiful and how natural evolution, natural selection, can while it takes years and ages for something to evolve, when it does work, it evolves something as beautiful as a human and something like that. It's just like random talking and talking and talking. And yeah. So from that day on, every question of the day, I did get to 4 minutes that day, for those of you wondering. I did get past the limit. We didn't really bet anything. We were just like betting for fun. But I did get past 4 minutes. So that was good. And every day after that, I just try to set a new personal record with, in terms of talking time. And where am I supposed to go? This is weird. Yeah, so every day I just try to set a new personal best. And the teacher stopped asking questions of the day because of that, I think. Because a few days later, after I started my super long rants in class, and keep in mind, this is like in the middle of class in front of everyone. And in my opinion, I think I was doing everyone a favor, you know? Because no one really likes health class. So why not just like pass some time by talking about random stuff? And at this point, they're just like looking at their own phones and stuff. So they get free time too. It's a win-win situation. So, yeah, she terminated these questions of the day, which was quite sad. But anyways, what is there to take away from the story? Every story I tell always has to have a moral. Just like you should always turn on your headlights. No, not every story. Obviously, not every story has a moral. But I think there is something, a message I have for you guys. And that's to, if you have a boring class in school, just try and make it fun yourself, you know? Whether that's like being engaged in the class or just having some fun. Don't just like do random rude pranks. Okay, you could argue that going on for ages and ages about random topics is a bit rude, but like, you know what I mean. Don't be like excessively rude, you know? Okay, that's super subjective. But anyways, don't be afraid to have some fun in school. You can literally crouch through here. What? Don't be afraid to have some fun in school. And that's basically it. Yeah, maybe you can, if your teacher does question of the day, you can try, oh, schnuck, no. You can try, if your teacher does questions of the day, maybe you can try to answer some questions in a super long way. And I think it's actually pretty good practice to do so. Because if you think about it, answering questions in a super long way is basically almost what like any interview is, right? For an interview, you have to keep talking. I actually had one of my college interviews today. It went very well. It went pretty well, I guess. But you just have to keep talking. And practicing with random questions a day is like one of the best ways you can do that, right? And so, yeah. Don't be afraid to do this in some of your classes. But make sure your teacher is like okay with it. Like, not okay with it, just like make sure it's a chill teacher, if you know what I mean. Just make sure the teacher won't get mad at you and get you in trouble. But yeah, if you want to waste some time in class, you want to have some fun, then just elaborate excessively on a question of the day. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. But before I go, I want to thank you guys so much for 50 Shnuckatwo videos. I know you guys didn't really have anything. Well, you guys did. Because if you guys didn't give me this much support, didn't watch my videos, I probably would have given up by now. So thank you all so much for watching my videos. We're almost approaching 100 subscribers on my second channel, which is absolutely insane. So I wanted to thank you guys a lot. And as for the future of my first channel, it may become overtaken in subscribers by my second channel at some point in time. But hopefully I will be able to release that zombie video I've been talking ages about. And finally, hopefully gain a subscriber spike on my first channel. So yeah, this is to 100 Shnuckatwo videos, 100 Shnuckatwo subscribers, and beyond. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and like to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my main channel, Shnuckatwo. Join my Discord. Thank you all so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye!